about how I'm approaching this project I'm doing for Llandyry Church. I'm documenting every grave that I can, get as much data as I can, and put that information in for each entry. This is to save time. This computer, the Mac I got, I've opened up two separate browsers. This one here and this one over here. On this side of the browser here, I've got, because I take all my pictures and I upload them onto Amazon Pictures, it's a lot easier for me to work with it in a Google Chrome browser, and I'll show you why. These are where the pictures are. These are the pictures I'm working with. This here, this tab, I've got this here purely to use this bit of tool here. This is the Google Lens tool, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. The other godsend I use is this AI browser that I use, which is ChatGPT. I've already logged in, and this is where I am here. Now you can use this for so many different things. This is what I use one section of it to create rows for me, and with entries in there for each row and where the sections are and everything. And I copy and paste just the one, and then I can edit it then in Word, which I've done over here. So I've already edited this, which is Pinged East 2 section, and this is the section that I'm actually working on now, which is row A of that section. So let's send that back down there. But also I've got this, which is in notes that I use. And I've got a section here. Now I've already gone, using Google Maps, I've gone in, and wherever the row is I'm working on, which is this one here, which is that section there, I won't put that in, I'll just show you how we do it. And you just click on it, right? And then you see down here, that shows you the GPS. With the GPS, it's only accurate within about 10 to 15 feet radius. So you're talking an area like that. So just that one is enough. You know you're in the right area then. You just got to find it, that's all. Now you can either copy it from there and then paste it over to the other section, or you can click on it and it opens it up in here. But it also gives you the address on there if you want to use it as well. But I don't tend to use that. I tend to use the GPS location, and that's it. Right, the next thing I need to find is the Find a Grave site where I'm entering all these as well. So go in to Find a Grave. I'm already logged in. So I've now got to find the cemetery that I'm working on, which is in the favourite cemetery. I go back down, and there we are. There's Llandyry. Now, as you can see, when I first started this project, there was only 93 entries, and most of those are mine anyway. And now that's where we're up to, 557. Well, I reckon I've got at least another 300, I reckon, to go in there. So what I need to do now, send that down there. Right, I need to find out the entry of the first one. Well, I know this is where I am, PE2. It's a good idea to, when you take these pictures so you don't get lost, is to have a little book like this and write in what you want to use as a reference. It's like a clapperboard really. So you then go to the next picture, which is in row A, and that's the grave I'm working on. Now, what I normally do, I don't know whether your computer can do it, but I can do screenshots. Now I take a screenshot of what I'm working on there, and then capture that. I'm not really worried about that in a minute. So what I do now, I go into this area, and I go into Google Lens. I upload the file. Now this is the last file. I already done one before, but I'm just showing you. I know that the last picture I've taken on, that is the one I'm working on. So if I open that, this tool, this is amazing. Saves so much time. Right, as you can see, it's already highlighted that. So click on the text. You've got to be, well, I do it this way, because even if you got another headstone in the background, it'll pick up the text from that as well. But if you do it this way, which is drawing it down, you highlight everything that is been highlighted, copy it, then I open the notes and I go into this section where that's the last person I was working on. Send that out. Now what I do now is I paste that in. So this is where I go back into the pictures here. Within this, oops, just reload it, bringing it down. Now you can read what's written on there. What I try to do is try to copy what's there at Corner, which is there. It's done that. Mervyn, Williams, right. So I now need to send that down. Try and batch what's on there. David. Oops. Better. Press the wrong button. Right. Maybe it's right. That was again. David. You know, it takes time, but it's really worth making the effort to try and get it right. Somebody will pick it up, I can assure you. 33. Now. I think that's pretty well it, I think. Yes. Now, if you go back to Google Lens, see this down here? You could use Google Translate, but I find it's not very accurate. Now, if you click on it, look, you can see the translation in there, which is the same up here, right? But what I use, to be honest, I use the AI chat in here. Now, I use a lot, to be honest, of the Welsh translate. Using this to translate it, and it's because I've been using so many headstones. It's learning of what the abbreviations mean in Welsh. So what I'm going to do now, copy this. See how quick this is now. Watch this. This is unbelievable. Paste it in there, and then click go. Now if you look down here, it's translating it, look, into English. So I then copy that. So even though I speak Welsh, I don't write or read it. I know it's so stupid, but that's the way it is. There we are. Even though it's in sections there, it's actually put them all together here. So that whatever it's saying there, that is what it's saying on here as well. And that's brilliant, because what I do now, I take this over here. Sorry, but there. I'll show you the reason why I put that there. Then I bring in the Word document, move that over here, move that back to there. Then what I put in, right. So as you can see, I can read over there now that it's Mervyn. So I put these in capitals, Mervyn. And I know he's Williams because that's what his wife's name, Mervyn Williams. So he died 8th of August. So I put 8th, 1908. Oh, he's only 8 months old. 8 months. Right. So the next one now, Tegwin. These are the children by the looks of it. A daughter passed away, Tegwin Williams. And she passed away 21st of October, 21st of the 10th, 1929. Ah, she was only 18 years old. 18 years. Also, Sarah Ann Williams above. So that means, Sarah, she's the mother. Sarah Ann Williams. She passed away 6th of May. This is a good specimen actually to show you how to do it. 8th of May 1942, and she was 58 years old. Right, quite a few in here. Also Adeline, another daughter. I still lost it up. Adelina, sorry. Adelina. I think it's Italian. Adelina Williams. And she passed away 7th of February 1946. She's quite young too. She's 31 years. I've got quite a few entries to put in here. Then we've got Walter Williams then. Their daughter passed away. Also Walter Williams, which is, I believe, Sarah's husband. We've got Walter Williams. He died on 19th March 1958. He was 73 years. God, no wonder it was a double grave. Now we got his son, Aaron, and he passed away 17th of August 1987, and he was 69 years of age. There. There we are. So we got that. Right, now I can send this down below. Now I just go back onto here. But what I'll do is I'll show you. I'll put, let me mark her as being the mother, and then Walter as the father. It'll be a lot easier for you than me having to, for you to see me recording every one of them. So what I'll do is, it's a new memorial, so we'll enter that in. We'll put Walter first. Walter, whoops, I don't put it all in capitals here. Walter Williams, male, and he died 19th of the 3rd. See how a lot easier it is? I can read it off here, look. And it's 1958. I don't put the location it is, because even though he's buried in Llandyry, he might have buried in Llanelli or Carmarthen or whatever. So it's up to anybody to put a suggestion in later to me to change it if they know exactly where he died. Now, Walter was 73, so I always work it out. He died in 1958. He was 73, so that would mean 1885. Oops. Click that right, did I? 1885. 73 would be, yeah, that's right. Right, we move down. The cemetery plot number, as you can see, it's PE2-A1. So that's the grave location. Now we've got to go to the GPS. So there's two ways we're recording this. So I go back in here now, which has got my GPS locations. I go down to PE2. Copy the latitude, which is that. Then copy longitude, which is that. I then go up here then, and I record both. So those who like to read it in Welsh can read it in Welsh, or those who don't know what it means can now read this here, and then you know exactly what it is in English, which I think is nice. Well, I think so anyway. Oops, didn't copy it, did I? Copy. Paste. There we are. Right, now we can add memorial. Now, what I do now, I'll show you how I tie the children in together. Copy that there. Put that in. And put Walter. So the next one now is going to be Anne. Add the photo. Select the photos. I know that's the last one, which is the right one. So I put that in. Just put down the headstone, really. No one anymore. They know it's the That goes in there like that. So that's what it basically looks like at the moment. Now then, what I need to do now, add another memorial. I know it's another Williams, so open that up in the same church. So I'm now going to put his wife in, Sarah Ann. Sarah Ann Williams, female. Now she died May the 6th, so it's 6th May. Oops, easier for me to look over here. Sarah Ann, yeah, 6th of May 1942. That's why I've done it. City boy. 58 years of age, so 1942. My mental arithmetic is not the best. 58. So that's 4, 6. 1884. Right. Now we go down to the plot. Plot is PE2-A1. Then go back into latitude and longitude again, which is in this section. I know it seems a lot of messing around, but it's so important because everything's covered here. I hate being sloppy anyway. So then up here, to a lot of people that looks like a lot of work, but it's not, because I use Google Lens and the AI on the translation. It just makes life so easy. Right, so that's saved. Add memorial. Right, now what I'm going to do is, so I don't forget, copy Sarah's reference. Paste. Sarah. Better. Right. Now this is what I do know. I add the photo. Put that in. Right. Headstone. Done. Now, I'm going to show you now how I'm going to link Sarah with Walter. Click on the edit button. Spin down to the bottom. Now this wasn't in the initial one. This is after it's been entered in. So what I do now, I copy Walter's reference and put it in as Sarah's spouse. Paste that in and you'll see what happens. See? His name comes up there. Now if I knew where they were married, I'd put it in there. Save the changes, and this is what it looks like. So there's the grave, there's Sarah, all the details on there. That's the inscription, it was on in Welsh, that's translated in English. And then you can see Walter is down here. Click on Walter and it'll open his details there, which also shows Sarah as being his spouse. Right, so we need to go back to the church now. Now we'll put one of the children in here. So we'll add a memorial. And what we'll do is, to make it easier, I'll do Tegwin. So, you go Tegwin. Oops. Tegwin there, Williams. Oops. Just got to keep an eye on what you're doing here all the time. Right. Let's have a look. Let's see what Tegwin is. She died on the 21st of the 10th. 1929. If she was 18, so that means she was 1911. That's right, yeah, that'd be right. Back to the plot again. Cemetery plot is PE2-1. You might think this is laborious, but I actually quite enjoy it actually. Right, copy. Oops, copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Back to the inscriptions again. Copy all that. Copy. Now, if you notice, it's learning that these are names, so that you don't actually translate the Welsh names, because it's a place name. This is why I like using the AI instead of Google Translate. So add memorial. Now add the photo again. Back it in. Put the photo in. What I'm going to show you now. Right, I want to tie Tegwen now in with her parents. So I take Walter's reference, put it in as father. Now I'll do these with all of them, and they'll be all tied in as a family to that grave. Oops, but he put his spouse there. Right, there we are, that's it. So there's the father Walter and the mother Sarah. Save the changes, so when you see it now, everything about Tegwen, what happened to her, she died, the grave, and the mum and dad. There we are, all finished. So I hope you enjoyed that, as I did.